All right, let's dive in. Today, we're all about Uruguayan wine,
Oh, yeah.
specifically the Canelones region.
Nice.
By the end of this deep dive, you'll be like, Tanit experts, dropping knowledge.
You'll be impressing your friends at wine tastings, for sure.
Most wine lovers, I feel like they've only, kind of dipped their toes into what Uruguay's all about
Yeah, that's true.
when it comes to wine.
Most people have barely even scratched the surface when it comes to Uruguay, and Canelones is a fantastic place to really discover
Yeah.
the heart of Uruguayan wine.
So set the scene for me.
Yeah.
What's the vibe?
So imagine
Oh, yeah.
rolling vineyards as far as the eye can see.
Yeah.
You've got this blend of old world charm, but there's also some exciting modern innovation happening there as well.
I like
And
that.
all of that's set against this backdrop of just stunning natural beauty.
I can picture it now.
Yeah.
But let's talk history.
Okay.
Where did it all begin for Canelones wine?
Well, it really goes back to the 19th century with European immigration. You had waves of immigrants coming over, bringing their winemaking expertise and
Oh.
traditions with them from the old world.
So they were kind of starting fresh, bringing all their knowledge to this, whole new continent.
Exactly.
Wow.
And what they found was that Canelones had the perfect conditions for growing grapes.
Okay.
You've got this temperate climate that's influenced by the Atlantic,
Mhm.
and then the soils,
Okay.
really unique, clay and limestone, which creates this really unique terroir.
I was going to ask you to define
Oh, yeah.
terroir for us non-wine snobs.
Terroir.
Okay.
We hear that word.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's more than just the soil.
okay.
It's the entire natural environment.
So the climate.
Climate, the soil,
Well.
even those subtle influences from the Atlantic.
Wow. Okay.
All of that really comes together to shape the character,
Yeah,
the flavor of the wine.
that makes sense.
And that's what makes Canelones wine so unique.
So these early immigrants, they were really the pioneers shaping the landscape.
Of what we know Canelones wine as today.
Absolutely. And one of those pioneers was a visionary named Pascal Hériag,
Right.
and he introduced the Tanit grape to Uruguay back in the mid-1800s.
So he was the OG.
He was Tanit guy.
He was the Tanit pioneer.
I've heard about Tanit,
Yeah.
but to be honest, I don't know much about it.
Okay.
What's the deal with this grape?
So Tanit,
Fill me in.
it's a thick-skinned grape,
Sure.
and it thrives in that unique terroir we were just talking about
Okay.
in Canelones.
Mm-hmm.
And it produces wines that are known for being very bold,
Okay.
robust,
Mm-hmm.
with high tannins, which give it structure and aging potential.
When you say high tannins, does that mean I'm going to be drinking like a mouthful of sandpaper?
Not exactly.
Okay.
While young tannins can be quite tannic,
Okay.
they mellow beautifully with age.
Okay.
Oak aging.
So aging is key with Tanit.
Aging is really important with
Okay.
tannat, and that oak aging also helps to soften those tannins and just add layers of complexity.
So tannins are actually a good thing. Tannins are a good thing.
It just depends how long it's aged.
Think of tannins as like the backbone of the wine. They give it structure,
yeah.
longevity.
Right on.
They really help those flavors evolve over time.
All right, tannins, got it. I'm learning.
All right.
Let's go back to those early days of Canelones wine.
Okay.
Were there any standout wineries that really helped shape the region's reputation?
Two names come to mind,
Yeah.
Bodega Marichal and De Luca Wines.
Got it.
And both of these wineries are still family-run today.
Wow.
They've carried on these traditions for over a century.
That's really cool.
It is.
That's really special.
Yeah.
So over a century, so they've really seen it all.
Yeah, they've seen a lot of changes,
Yeah.
but they've managed to maintain that
Yeah.
quality and that passion.
What's their approach to winemaking like?
It's a beautiful blend of tradition and innovation.
Okay.
They honor those time-honored techniques, but they're also open to modern advancements
Right.
that help to enhance.
It's not just like old school.
Exactly.
They're like, we got to keep evolving.
Yeah, got to keep moving forward.
Yeah, okay.
A great example of this is Bodega Buza.
Okay.
They've earned international acclaim for their wines.
Wow. Okay.
They really blend traditional techniques with cutting-edge technology.
Okay.
They even use gravity flow winemaking.
What is that?
So basically, instead of using pumps to move the wine from one stage of the process to the next,
Oh, wow.
they actually rely on gravity.
Oh,
That's a much slower, more natural method.
so it's more about like finesse, not force.
Exactly.
So gentle.
It minimizes stress on the grapes and preserves the delicate flavors.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
So all that attention to detail really makes a better wine.
It really does.
Okay, I'm starting to get a real feel for this Canelones wine scene.
Yeah.
But let's talk about tannins specifically.
Okay.
What kind of flavors, aromas, what can I expect if I'm, swirling this around in my glass?
Well, you can expect dark fruit flavors. Think like blackberries, plums, black cherries.
Okay.
You'll often find notes of spice,
Okay.
like black pepper and cloves,
Mm-hmm.
along with some earthy,
Cool, I like that.
leathery,
Yeah.
sometimes even smoky nuances.
Okay.
It's a wine with a lot of personality.
That sounds
It's very bold.
intense.
It is intense.
Okay.
It's not your light and fruity wine.
No.
It's a wine that you want to pair with rich, hearty dishes.
Oh, okay.
Like grilled meats,
Yeah.
stews,
Mm-hmm.
hard cheeses.
So I can already picture myself having like a glass of Canelones Tanit alongside like a traditional Uruguayan asado.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But I have a confession to make.
Okay.
I'm not the biggest red wine fan.
Oh, okay.
I tend to gravitate more towards the whites.
Okay, I gotcha.
So does Canelones have anything to offer a white wine enthusiast like myself?
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
Canelones has something for everyone.
I'm a white wine kind of person.
Okay.
Give me all the crisp, refreshing goodness.
Okay, I like it.
So does Canelones tell me, do they have anything to offer for white wine lovers like myself?
They do. While Tanit might be the king, the region boasts this surprising diversity of other varietals.
Okay.
You'll find elegant reds there, too.
Oh,
Like Merlot, Cabernet Sauvignon,
got it.
Cabernet Franc, and even Pinot Noir,
Okay.
each expressing the terroir in their own way.
Okay, but back to those whites.
Yeah.
What kind of white wine treasures can I unearth in Canelones?
Well, there's been this surge of interest in Canelones whites,
Okay.
particularly Sauvignon Mont Blanc, Chardonnay, Viognier, and Albarino.
Ooh, I like it. I like the sound of this.
Yeah, the microclimates within the region really allow these grapes to shine.
So tell me more about these white wine gems.
Right.
What makes them stand out?
So you take Sauvignon Blanc, for example.
Okay.
The sandy soils near the Rio de la Plata create this beautiful expression
Okay.
with really bright acidity,
Okay.
zesty citrus notes,
I like it.
and this hint of minerality.
I love a good Sauvignon Blanc.
Yeah.
What about Chardonnay?
Chardonnay.
Any standouts there?
Canelones Chardonnay often has this really lovely balance between like richness and freshness.
Oh.
You get those classic notes of apple, pear, and citrus, but then you get a touch of creaminess
Oh, okay.
from the oak aging.
I like that.
Yeah, so it's a Chardonnay that can satisfy both,
Okay.
people who prefer a crisp style
Yeah.
and then people who enjoy a bit more body.
So some for everybody.
Exactly.
All right. What about Viognier
Okay.
and Albarino? I feel like those are a little bit more off the beaten path. I haven't tried.
Yeah, Viognier is a real treat
Okay.
for adventurous palates.
Okay.
It's aromatic
Okay.
with heady floral notes,
I like it.
hints of stone fruit like apricot and peach,
Okay.
and then this touch of spice.
Okay, so it has it all going on.
It does.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very expressive.
What about Albarino then?
Albarino.
I feel like I haven't seen that one around much.
Yeah. Well, it's a rising star in Canelones.
No.
It's a Spanish grape that's found a really perfect home in Uruguay's coastal regions.
Okay.
It produces wines that are just so crisp and refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
You get zesty citrus notes.
Okay.
You get this hint of salinity from the ocean breeze.
Oh, wow. You can really taste the Atlantic in that wine.
Yeah, it's amazing.
That's so cool.
That's the beauty of terroir, right?
Yeah.
You can actually taste those subtle nuances
Yeah.
of the environment in the glass.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm convinced Canelones is a white wine lover's paradise.
it really is.
But let's go beyond those classics, those more traditional whites.
Yeah.
Are there any newer, more experimental varietals
There are.
that are making a splash in the region?
Yeah, you've got a new generation of winemakers
Okay.
that are pushing the boundaries and introducing exciting new grapes like
Okay.
Canelones.
Okay, so like what? Give me some examples.
Varietals like Marcelin, Arenarnoa, and Petit Verdot are really starting to gain traction.
Okay, I love trying new things.
Yeah,
So-
it's a good region for that.
Tell me more about these trailblazing grapes.
Okay, so Marcelin,
Yeah.
it's a cross between Cabernet Sauvignon
Okay.
and Grenache.
Okay.
It's a robust red grape,
Okay.
that produces wines with very intense color,
Okay.
those dark fruit flavors,
Yeah.
and smooth tannins.
Okay.
So it's definitely one to watch.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What about Aranor? I've never even heard of that one.
So Aranarnoa is another hybrid grape.
Okay.
This one was created in France,
Okay.
and they crossed Tannet with Cabernet Sauvignon.
Oh, wow.
So it combines the structure and aging potential of Tannet,
Okay.
but then it has the elegance and finesse of Cabernet Sauvignon.
So it's kind of like a best of both worlds
Yeah, it really is.
situation.
Yeah, it's kind of bringing those two together.
I'm intrigued. I'm definitely curious to try that one.
Yeah.
What about Petit Verdot?
Okay.
I've seen that on wine lists before. I don't know
Yeah.
if I've actually tried it.
So Petit Verdot,
Yeah.
it's a late ripening grape,
Okay.
and traditionally it played a supporting role
Okay.
in Bordeaux blends.
Got it.
But in Canelone,
Yeah.
it's getting its moment to
Yeah.
shine as a single varietal wine.
I like it.
Yeah.
What can I expect if I order a glass of that?
Well, you can expect deep color,
Okay.
really concentrated aromas of dark fruits,
Mm-hmm.
violets, and spice,
Ooh.
and firm tannins that soften beautifully with age.
So again, aging is key.
We're seeing that aging is key for a
Yeah.
lot of these Uruguayan wines.
Yeah, a lot of these wines really benefit from some time in the bottle.
Okay. You have officially expanded my wine horizons.
Good.
I need to plan a trip to Canelones like ASA
Yes, you do.
to try all these incredible wines.
You need to get down there.
But speaking of planning a trip,
Yeah.
what's the best time of year to visit?
Well, Canelones is beautiful year-round.
But each season offers a unique experience.
I like options.
I know. So it's good to have choices.
Break it down for me.
All right.
What can I expect during each season?
So spring, which is September to November,
Okay.
it's a time of vibrant colors,
Okay.
blooming vineyards.
Let's see.
Imagine strolling through rows of vines that are just bursting with life.
Yeah.
The air is filled with this sweet scent of blossoms.
Oh, wow.
It's truly a magical time to visit.
That sounds incredible.
Yeah.
What about summer?
Summer,
December to February.
December to February,
Yeah.
perfect for those who love sunny days,
Okay.
outdoor activities, and soaking up the warmth.
Okay.
You can explore the vineyards, visit local markets.
Yeah.
You can even take a dip in a waterfall.
Wait a minute. A waterfall
Yeah.
in a wine region.
Yeah, there's some hidden gems.
I did not see that coming.
I know.
Okay.
It's a beautiful place.
I'm adding Chase waterfalls to my Canelones itinerary.
Good. There's beautiful ones there.
Okay. What about autumn?
So autumn, March to May.
Okay.
That's harvest season, also known as vendimia.
Vendimia. What does that mean?
It's the Spanish word for harvest.
Okay.
And in Canelones, it's really a celebration of that culmination
Okay.
of a year's worth of hard work
Yeah.
in the vineyards.
Okay.
So a lot of the wineries will host special events and festivals during this time.
That sounds so fun.
Yeah.
You can like witness the harvest firsthand
Yeah.
and even like participate
Yeah. It's a great time to visit.
in some of the traditions.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about winter?
Winter.
Is it worth visiting Canelones during
Yeah.
like, the colder months?
Winter offers this really cozy,
Yeah.
intimate atmosphere.
Okay, so more like a,
Yeah. So like June to August,
yeah,
it's the perfect time to curl up by a fireplace
Yeah.
with a glass of red wine
I like it.
and just enjoy that slower pace of life.
Okay, so kind of like a winter wonderland, but make it wine.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm sold on Canelones year-round. But let's talk logistics.
Okay.
How do I get around?
Renting a car is probably the best way to explore.
Okay, got it.
That gives you the most flexibility
Makes
to
sense.
discover those hidden gems
Yeah.
off the beaten path.
Okay, speaking of hidden gems,
Ah.
what about accommodations?
Well, Canelones has a range of accommodations.
Okay.
From charming boutique hotels
Okay.
to cozy countryside estancias.
I love a good estancia.
Oh, yeah?
Like what are some recommendations for places to stay?
Okay, so if you're looking for a unique experience,
Okay.
check out Hotel My Suites Boutique Hotel and Wine Bar.
Okay.
It's this beautifully restored historic building
Mhm.
right in the heart of Canelones.
I like it.
And it has its own wine bar
Hey, I'm better.
with a
Yes.
curated selection of Uruguayan wines.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
What about some of those estancias you
Yeah.
mentioned?
Yeah.
I'm always down for a good estancia getaway.
For a truly immersive countryside experience,
Okay.
consider Estancia Turística La Paz. It's a historic farm that's been transformed into a charming hotel.
I like it.
You can enjoy horseback riding through the vineyards,
Yes, please.
relax by the pool,
I'm there.
Savor those delicious farm-to-table meals.
Okay, that sounds like the perfect blend of relaxation and adventure.
Yeah, it really is.
Any other suggestions?
If you're seeking tranquility and like a home away from home,
Yeah.
check out Finca El Remanso. It's this charming countryside house with the pool gardens and stunning views of the surrounding vineyards.
Okay, I'm overwhelmed with amazing options.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot.
I need to book my flight ASAP.
You do, you do.
But before we get too far ahead,
Yeah.
let's talk about the wineries themselves.
All right.
What are some of the must-visit bodegas in Canelones?
Well, we've already touched on a few,
Right,
like
yeah.
Bodega Buza, Bodega Marshall, DeLuca Wines, but there are so many more worth exploring.
Give me the inside scoop.
All right, let's start with the traditional bodegas.
Okay. That have really shaped the region's winemaking history.
Okay, I want to hear about these granddaddies of Canelones wine.
So one that really stands out is Establecimiento Juanico,
Okay.
founded way back in 1830,
Wow.
making it one of the oldest wineries in Uruguay.
1830, that's wild.
It is.
What else makes this one so special?
Well, they've really embraced their heritage,
Okay.
but they've also kept an eye on the future.
Okay.
So they have this state-of-the-art facility
Okay.
where they produce a wide range of wines, from classic tannats
Okay.
to elegant Cabernet Sauvignons
Yeah.
and refreshing Sauvignon Blancs.
Okay, so it's not just all tannat all the time. They've got some variety.
range.
Okay, what else?
They even have a wine museum
Oh, wow.
where you can learn about the history of winemaking in Uruguay
Okay.
and the evolution of the winery itself.
I'm adding that to my must-visit list.
It's definitely worth a visit.
What other traditional wineries should I explore? Another pioneer in fine wines is Bodega Stagnari.
Okay.
They've been crafting exceptional wines for over 80 years.
Wow.
And they're known for their commitment to quality
Okay.
and their focus on single vineyard wines.
Single vineyard, what does that mean?
So basically, each vineyard has its own unique soil composition,
Okay.
microclimate, exposure to sunlight.
Yeah.
All of those factors influence the grapes
Got it.
and ultimately the resulting wine.
Okay.
So single vineyard wines are a way for winemakers to really highlight those subtle differences
Okay.
and express the true character of a particular place.
So it's really a snapshot
It is.
of the vineyard in a bottle.
It really is.
I like it.
Yeah.
What are some of the standout single vineyard wines from Bodega Stagnari?
Well, their Reserva Tannat is a classic,
Right.
with those intense aromas of dark fruit,
Yeah.
spice, and leather,
Mm.
and then those firm tannins that soften beautifully with age.
Okay.
They also produce a stunning Albarino from their single vineyard in the coastal region of Canelones,
Wow. Okay.
which really captures that freshness
Right.
and salinity of the Atlantic breeze.
Okay. I'm definitely putting that on my itinerary.
Yeah, it's a good one.
What are
That's
a beautiful winery?
Traditional wineries should I check out?
Pisano is another gem that's worth visiting.
Okay.
They have this really interesting heritage.
Okay.
They're an Italian family
Oh.
who immigrated to Uruguay in the early 20th century.
Wow.
So they brought their love of winemaking with them
I like it.
and have been producing exceptional wines in Canelones ever since.
What kind of wines do they specialize in?
They produce a wide range,
Okay.
but their tannat is particularly noteworthy.
Okay, I'm sensing a theme here.
Yeah.
Tannat seems to be the star of the show.
It's the heart and soul
And
of
Canelones,
Oh.
of Canelones wine.
But as we've discussed, Canelones offers so much more
It does.
than just tannat.
Yes.
There's a whole world of wine waiting to be discovered.
There's
All right, so we've been focusing a lot on these more
Yeah.
established wineries.
Yeah.
What about the new generation of winemakers?
Okay.
Are they doing anything interesting to shake things up?
Absolutely. The new generation is bringing these fresh perspectives,
Okay,
innovative techniques,
I like
and
it.
a really deep commitment to sustainability to the Canelones wine scene.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that they're kind of honoring tradition, but then also forging their own path.
Exactly. Finding that balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me more about some of these trailblazing wineries.
All right. One example is Bracobasca.
Okay.
Now, this one is a winery that's actually rooted in olive oil production.
Olive oil.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
But they've expanded into winemaking
Nice.
with a passion for sustainability
Oh, wow.
and a focus on expressing that unique terroir of their vineyards.
So olive oil and wine,
Yeah.
They do it all.
that's kind of a cool combination.
Yeah, it is a cool combination.
What kind of wines do they produce?
Well, they're known for their R&R Noah,
Okay.
which is that hybrid grape that's
Yeah.
a cross between Tanit and Cabernet Sauvignon.
Okay.
It produces these wines that are very rich in color,
Okay.
full-bodied and complex,
Oh, I like it.
with aromas of dark fruits, spice, and herbs.
Okay. That sounds like one to add to the tasting list.
It is, yeah.
What else should I know about this winery?
They're also committed to organic and biodynamic practices,
Okay.
which basically means they're working in harmony with nature
Yeah.
to create wines that are as pure and expressive
Like,
as possible.
okay.
They even use solar panels to
Yeah.
power their winery,
Good for them.
which reduces their environmental impact.
I love that.
Yeah, they're very conscious of sustainability.
What other new generation wineries should I explore?
Bodega Garzon,
Okay.
located in the nearby Maldonado region, is
Okay.
another standout.
Now, Maldonado, I thought we were focusing on
You want me-
Canelones.
We are, but
Oh.
this one is worth the slight detour.
Okay.
They're really pushing the boundaries of Uruguayan winemaking
Okay.
with innovative techniques and their commitment to sustainability.
Got it.
Plus, they have this stunning restaurant
Oh, even better.
with panoramic views of the vineyards.
Okay. You've convinced me I'm adding it to the list.
Good.
What are some must-try wines if I
Okay.
visit Bodega Garzon?
Their Albarino Reserva is a revelation.
Okay.
It's a beautiful expression of the grape
Okay.
with crisp acidity,
Mm-hmm.
refreshing citrus notes,
Yeah.
and this hint of salinity.
Okay. I'm seeing a theme here.
Yes.
Uruguayan Albarino is where it's at.
Yeah, it's really special.
What else should I try from Bodega Garzon?
Their Tanit Single Vineyard is
Oh.
another standout.
Okay.
It's a powerful and complex wine
Okay. Yeah.
that showcases the best of Uruguayan Tanit
Okay.
with intense aromas of dark fruits,
Yeah.
spice, and a long, lingering finish.
I'm taking notes.
Good. You should.
Anything else I should know about Bodega Garzon?
They're also experimenting with other varietals,
Okay.
like Pinot Noir,
Interesting.
which is a little unusual
Yeah.
for Uruguay.
Okay.
But they're proving that with the right terroir and the right winemaking techniques,
Yeah.
Pinot Noir can thrive in Canelones.
That's so cool how these new wineries are really pushing the boundaries and
Yeah,
changing
Cheek's excited.
those perceptions
Yeah.
of what Uruguayan wine can be.
Yeah, it's a dynamic wine region,
Yeah.
for sure.
Any other trailblazing wineries I should check out?
Alto de la Ballena,
Okay.
located in the hills of Maldonado,
Okay.
is another winery that's worth a visit.
Okay.
They're known for their stunning views,
Okay.
their commitment to organic and biodynamic practices,
I like.
and their unique blends,
Okay.
which often incorporate lesser-known varietals,
Okay. Tell me more.
like Marcelon
Yeah.
and Petit Verdot.
Okay. So they're really going for those kind of more
Yeah, they're experimental.
unusual grapes. All right. I'm adding Alto de la Ballena to my growing list
Okay.
of must-visit wineries.
Good.
It's clear that Canelones is a region that's just brimming with this innovation
Yeah.
and this passion for winemaking,
It is.
but with so many wineries to choose from.
It can be a little overwhelming.
How to decide which ones to prioritize?
Yeah.
It's just, it can be a
Right.
little overwhelming.
Well, the best way to approach it is to think about your own preferences.
Okay.
So, do you prefer small, family-run wineries with a more intimate feel?
Mhm.
Or are you drawn to larger, more modern establishments?
Yeah.
Are you interested in organic or biodynamic wines?
Mhm.
Do you have a particular varietal
Yeah.
that you're eager to explore?
Yeah.
So once you have a sense of your own priorities,
Yeah.
you can narrow down the list and choose the wineries that really align
Yeah. Like that.
with your interests.
So it's really all about like
That-
personalizing that experience.
Exactly.
I definitely have a soft spot for those smaller family-run wineries. You can really
Yeah, I get it.
connect with the people behind the wines.
It's a different experience.
And I'm always curious to try those lesser known
Yes.
varietals that are making a splash.
Me too.
So speaking of hidden gems,
Yeah,
are there any boutique wineries in Canelones that
absolutely.
you recommend seeking out?
Canelones is full of these small-scale producers
Okay.
that are crafting unique and exceptional wines.
Okay. Give me the inside scoop on those hidden gems.
One that stands out is Bodega Artesana.
Okay.
They're passionate about expressing the terroir through their wines,
Okay.
using organic and biodynamic practices
Mm-hmm.
to create wines that are as natural and expressive as possible.
I like it. Letting the land speak for itself.
Yeah.
What are some of their must-try wines?
Well, their Tanit is a standout, of course.
Of course, yeah.
But they also produce a beautiful Sauvignon Blanc
Right.
and a really unique blend of Cabernet Franc and Merlot.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, it's worth trying.
Okay, I'm adding it to the list.
Okay.
What other boutique wineries should I explore?
Another hidden gem is Viñedo de los Vientos.
Okay.
And they specialize in high-altitude wines.
High altitude. Now that's interesting.
Yeah, so they're located in the hills of Canelones,
Okay.
where the cooler temperatures and intense sunlight
Yeah.
create this really unique growing environment for the grapes.
So tell me more about what makes these high altitude wines so special.
Well, the higher altitude results in a longer growing season,
Okay.
which allows the grapes to develop more complex flavors.
Oh, okay.
So the wines tend to have this really bright acidity, these
Okay.
intense aromas,
Yeah.
and this really distinct minerality that reflects the rocky soils of the vineyards.
Wow, that's fascinating.
Yeah.
What kind of wines should I expect from Viñedo de los Vientos?
Well, their Tanit is particularly noteworthy.
Okay.
It has this really vibrant acidity, complex aromas of dark fruit, spice, and herbs,
Mhm.
and then those firm tannins that will allow it to age gracefully.
Okay, I'm definitely adding this winery to my list.
Yeah.
Any other boutique wineries I should check out?
And we can't forget about Bodega Marichal,
Okay.
which we mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
They're a family-run winery that's
Mhm.
been producing traditional Canelone wines for over 80 years.
Wow. Okay.
Their Tanit Reserva and Cabernet Sauvignon
Okay.
are classics.
Nice.
They really showcase the best of the region's terroir.
Such amazing wine
Yeah.
to discover.
Yeah.
But I can't spend all my time in Canelones just sipping wine.
No, you can't.
What else is there to see
Okay.
and do in the region?
Well, Canelones is more than just wineries. It's a
Okay.
region rich in history,
Okay.
culture, and natural beauty.
I like it.
There are charming towns to explore,
Okay.
traditional festivals to experience,
like it.
delicious local cuisine to savor.
Okay, you've officially piqued my interest.
Good.
Tell me more about these non-wine related adventures.
Okay, so if you're interested in history,
Mm-hmm.
be sure to visit the town of Santa Lucia.
Okay.
It's home to some beautiful colonial architecture.
I love those
Yeah.
historic towns. It's like stepping back in time.
It really is. It's like a time capsule.
What else?
San Antonio de Aco
Okay.
is another charming town that's worth visiting.
Okay.
It's known for its vibrant gaucho traditions.
Gauchos, now we're talking.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me more about this gaucho culture.
So gauchos are the cowboys of South America,
Okay.
and they play a really important role
Yeah.
in Uruguayan culture and history.
Okay.
They're known for their horsemanship skills,
Okay.
their rugged independence, and their love of the land.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's a big part of the culture.
I'm definitely adding San Antonio de Arco
Yeah.
to my list.
Good.
What other cultural experiences should I seek out?
Well, you can't visit Uruguay without experiencing asado.
Okay, we've talked about asado a few times,
Yes.
but I need more details. What exactly is it?
Okay, so asado is more than just a meal.
Okay.
It's a social gathering, a ritual,
Okay.
and a celebration of Uruguayan culture and hospitality.
All right, so not your average backyard barbecue.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It involves grilling a variety of meats over an open fire.
Okay, so it's like a whole
Yeah,
production.
it's a whole experience.
Yeah.
Typically beef, pork, lamb, chicken.
Okay, what else is involved in this traditional asado?
Well, it's usually a slow and leisurely affair.
Okay.
Friends and family will gather around the fire,
Yeah.
sipping mate,
Mm.
chatting while the meat cooks to perfection.
Yeah.
It's all about enjoying good food, good company,
I like that.
and the simple pleasures of life.
It's all. Welcome back to the deep dive. We've explored the history, the terroir, even those hidden gem wineries, but I'm ready for something more.
Yeah.
Like, what makes this place so unique? What's the essence of Canelones?
You're right. We've talked about the terroir, the grapes, the winemaking techniques. But what truly sets Canelones apart
Right.
is its soul, and that soul is really embodied in its people.
Okay, so tell me about the people of Canelones.
Right.
What are they like?
They have this warmth and genuineness
Okay.
that's just immediately apparent.
Yeah.
They're so proud of their heritage, passionate about their craft,
Yeah.
and deeply connected to the land.
So very down-to-earth kind of people.
Exactly. Life in Canelones moves at a slower,
Okay.
more deliberate pace.
I like it.
There's a sense of tranquility
Yeah.
that permeates everything,
Okay.
from the rolling vineyards to the charming towns.
That sounds like just so peaceful.
It is.
And like the perfect antidote to, busy everyday life.
It truly is.
We've talked about, these multi-generational wineries,
Yeah.
families that have been making wine there
Yeah.
for over a century.
It's amazing.
What's it like? What's it like to meet these people
It's an honor.
and hear their stories?
It really is. They're so welcoming and eager to share their knowledge and their passion for wine. They'll
Yeah.
invite you into their homes, share a glass of wine with you, and tell you stories about their families and their history.
Yeah, it's those personal connections
It is.
that make travel
Yeah.
so special.
Absolutely.
It's
Yeah.
not just about seeing the sights.
Yeah.
It's about,
It's about the people.
yeah,
It's about the connections you make.
experiencing the culture
Yeah.
firsthand.
Exactly. And in Canelones, those connections are easy to come by.
Okay.
The people are genuinely interested in sharing their way of life with visitors.
I'm starting to get a sense of what makes this place so special.
Yeah.
It's this blend of exceptional wine, stunning landscapes, and those warm, welcoming people.
It's a place where you can slow down, savor those simple pleasures,
Yeah.
and connect with something deeper.
I have to ask, though, with all this talk of tradition and heritage,
Yeah.
is there room for innovation on some Canelones?
The younger generations are definitely embracing new ideas
Okay.
and approaches to winemaking.
I like that. They're not just stuck in the past.
No, they're finding that balance
Okay.
between tradition and innovation.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like that's what keeps a wine region
It does. It's moving forward.
and exciting.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not just relying on what their,
Yeah.
grandfathers did.
Exactly. They're using their knowledge and creativity
Yeah.
to craft wines that are both unique and expressive of that Canelones terroir.
I like it.
They're also embracing sustainable practices,
That's great.
ensuring that the land will continue to produce those exceptional wines
Yeah.
for generations to come.
It's really cool to see how
Yeah.
the future of winemaking is in such good hands
It is.
with this new generation.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm officially convinced that Canelones is a must-visit destination.
Yeah.
But before we wrap up, I have one more question for you.
Right.
If you could describe Canelones in one word, what would it be?
Authentic. Canelones is a place that's true to itself.
Okay.
It's a place where you can experience the real Uruguay
Okay.
away from the crowds
Yeah.
and the tourist traps.
Okay.
It's a place where you can connect with nature, with the people, and
Yeah.
with something deeper within yourself.
I think you perfectly captured what makes Canelones so special.
I think that's what makes it such a special place. It's not just a destination,
Yeah.
it's an experience that will stay with you.
All right, well, it's time to wrap up our deep dive
Okay.
into Canelones, Uruguay.
Sad to see it go.
I know, but we've covered so much. We've talked about the history,
Yeah.
the terroir, the grapes, the wineries, the people,
We really have.
the culture, the food, the activities.
It's been a journey.
If you're looking for more information about Canelones,
Yes.
be sure to check out the show notes for links
Yeah.
to wineries, travel resources.
Yeah.
We'll even include a curated playlist
Nice.
of Uruguayan music
Just set the mood.
to set the mood for your trip.
Yes.
And if you've ever been to Canelones or you have any questions, we'd love to hear from you. Share your stories
Share your experience.
and insights on social media.
Absolutely.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning,
Keep drinking that wine.
and keep uncorking new adventures.
Cheers to that wine.